Hey creatives, Nila here. Welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna be setting up my November 2022 plan with me. And I'm sorry for my voice, I'm having a cold, but I really wanted to finish this video. So you have to sadly deal with that. This is the first time I'm sharing my bullet journal in a video, and it got me really nervous and excited, but I'm quite happy with how it came out, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So I kind of struggled to find a theme for this video, since I thought it has to be perfect, it has to be stunning, and I first wanted to do flowers, but they didn't speak to me after all. So I bought some acrylic paint and wanted to do the morning skies that I see from my kitchen at the moment quite often. But I realized that I actually need to do more practice to do nice paintings. So I didn't film it, I'm sorry for that. I still wanted to go with it and take it as a reminder that practice makes perfect, and things actually don't need to be perfect at all. If you're wondering, I'm using a scribble and dot notebook. And also I was thinking, if you don't want to paint something, you could just print out a picture and use that, or use some decorative paper. Here on the left side, I'm starting with setting up my monthly review page for October, which is inspired by pickup lines, and I try to link all my inspiration and supplies in the info box. I like to keep track of several things, and they change sometimes, but at the moment I'm writing down highlights, things I reached, my mental and physical health, and things I was thankful for and that I learned in the last month. Next to that, I'm setting up my cover page, which is just a little introduction for the month. And for that, I cutted my painting into pieces. I'm gluing the bigger piece on the cover page here from the top to the bottom. Next to that, I'm adding the title and a mini calendar. This spread is usually not the prettiest, but for me it's kind of like to try out my theme, see how I like it, and this is how it turned out. For this layout in November, I thought I'd bring back something that I used to do in my first half of the year journal all the time, which is a drugstore spread. And for this, I will be cutting the middle page between this page, which is the calendar page, and the next page, which includes my trackers, so that the paintings that I'm gluing to the sides will be visible on which page I'm flipping to. So I also find that overview quite helpful. That's basically that's what I can say about that. I'm just gluing the pieces to the paper, cutting the edges. And then I cut away that middle piece, as you can see. I also rounded the edges of that. I'm not sure if that really added to the theme, but now it is what it is. And then I'm working on my calendar spread, which is this very simple overview, and next to that I will create a section for my goals and tasks. As I said, I like to keep it very simple. I like the overview of this to see all the weeks in this particular overview. That helps me to visualize my work days, appointments a lot better than the list, or like writing a mini calendar and then adding events underneath. I somehow need that visualization, and never change a winning team, I guess. I actually think that I would have liked the design more if I used a black fine liner for the outlines instead of the Crayola super tip that I'm using, because I think that looks quite more playful, and I'm not sure if that is what I was going for, but it is what it is now, and I'm quite happy with it anyway. As I said, things don't need to be perfect, it just has to work. So then I'm adding first the 11th for November. Later I decide to write November in there too, in a second. Yeah, finishing up the spread also. There I do the November. I'm sorry, I'm having to get used to doing voiceovers. And I decided to do a little quote here, one day at a time. I'm usually not so much about quotes, not about the motivating, pushing quotes, but I thought about that while listening to an audiobook, that like a friendly reminder to take one day at a time and not stress so much about the future, what I usually do quite a lot, might be helpful. I think those quotes can be nice and motivating if they're friendly reminders and not like you have to reach everything within the next 2 weeks. Just finishing that with a bit of washi tape, and as well I added those lines to the goals and tasks sections to keep it a bit more structured. I think that always adds to a page and makes it look kind of nice. Yeah, and in the end, I nearly forgot that I added the numbers of the days, which is quite helpful. So after that is finished, we flip over to my reflection page, which is basically a 1 line a day spread. And I've been doing that forever now, for quite a few years, and I will highly recommend that to anyone. I think it's so cool to be able to flip back through journals from 2 or 3 years ago and being able to see my life kind of in an archive and see what I did, thought, felt every single day. That is so amazing to me. And if you're not the type to write a diary, that is a really nice way to reflect on your day. Just writing a single thing or what you're thankful for, what you did. That is just really nice to keep memories and reflect on yourself a bit. Also added this tiny piece of painting underneath it because I felt like it looked a bit plain. And then I'm working on my trackers. And this is the page where I track my habits and moods basically. And I have this pretty simple layout, which is a kind of habit table at the left side, and at the right there's a graph for my mood and energy. This month I will be tracking my stress level and sleep hours as well. And I also like to add my period in there, because seeing all of that together helps me to understand myself a lot more, to see where bad moods and thoughts come from. And I think I actually got the idea quite a long time ago by Elsa Ray. I'll link her video down below as well. Yeah, and just finishing the spread with the title, and I think I struggled to finish the tracker actually because I wasn't sure if I should already put in my habits, so I switched over where I will be decorating the upcoming spreads with some paper, and I actually glued them to close together in there. It's a bit hard to close the page now, but you'll live and you learn, I guess. And on these pages I will do a little brain dump for Neela's notes, and I called that Neela's notes because that felt quite original to me. Yeah, just a pretty blank page to write down any thoughts, because at the moment I'm having so many ideas and I want a space to put them all in. And on the other page I have a little financial overview. This is not a tracker, this is more a reminder of bills that I have to pay and things that I want to actually goals financial wise, because at the moment I'm quite bad at spending my money and having the overview, since we just moved houses and it's so easy to just run to IKEA and buy everything you want and then see, oh, I actually have to buy food for the rest of the month. And underneath that, I just wanted a space for Christmas presents, because obviously these are coming up too, and I tried to be a bit better and not last minute this year. Not sure if that will work, but we'll see. So yeah, then we're going back to my habit tracker, and I just lined the outline, put in the weekly sections, and decided to leave the habits in pencil for now. And yeah, we're already at the final flip through. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments how you liked it. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you maybe consider to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, have a great November. See you next time. Bye!